Hi everyone, this is the puzzle maker with you again, also known as Alex. I will continue to read for you from the little book which marks emotional and spiritual growth. We were in chapter 7, chapter 5, paragraph 7. There are women who are wanderers, seekers, artists. They live their lives nurtured by their own fire and have no desire to breathe, and that is just fine. There are women who are mothers. They live their lives around the fireplace of their homes, nurturing others, and that is very fine too. And then there are women who are mothers but also have a quite big wanderer bone. Yeah, you can call it a boner too, because it does feel like a huge itch sometimes. Well, life gets pretty confusing for this kind of women, me included. 5-8. A painful situation does not become good because you have made something good out of it. A painful situation is just that. Painful. You are a superhero for making something good out of it. Without Little Finger and Ramsey and the rest, I would have stayed a little bird all my life. Without autism and heartbreaks and the rest, I would have stayed a little bird all my life. However, when you hear the idea of being grateful for the suffering in your life, always know that you were never asked to love the shit you've been through. Just the you that emerged from all that pain. Let's separate the two and praise you, not the pain. 5-9. The sky is always clear above the clouds. That's the only promise I trust, my only comfort. 5-10. People tell you that you are strong because they want to believe that you are. Because if you are not, then there's a problem and who's gonna handle it? If you're strong, then all is good. Alexandra takes care of stuff and we all rest assured. But what do you really know of me and my darkness? Do you think that a smiley photo of us three in the grass is all that there is of our life? I struggle every day. I'm shaky every day. I stumble every day and I pray for the night to fall so that I can sleep and forget it all. I am angry, I am sad and overwhelmed, and I keep reaching for the light and emptying my pockets to find pennies of love and make it through another day. I am not strong, I just manage to function. Sometimes I find my smile and then I lose it again, and I am exhausted by this endless roller coaster. I don't want to be here and I can't leave, there's no escape. And their eyes make me and break me, and their innocence lifts me and kills me, and I keep rising and falling, and I'm so very tired. I'm not strong. You don't know me. In this point, I'm gonna pause the book a bit. As I said, I have left the stages intact. This was a stage. in a specific time in my life when I was very down. But as you will see by the end of the book, I did find lasting kind of well-being. And if you are struggling, I hope that you will find it too. In matter of fact, I know that you will find it. Let's move on. 5:11. When I was a child, I was afraid of skulls, skeletons. If they would appear on TV, I had to look away. I am not afraid anymore, and I even find them fascinating. I think that, as with any other objects, the intention of use is what counts, good or bad. I have this little thing that I do sometimes. I like to feel my bones through the skin. I press gently on different parts of my skull, my collarbones, my hips, knees, fingers. I trace the shape, feel the structure within. I am always moved to tears by how delicate it is, how petite. You see, I have had weight issues in my life, and I have felt big, heavy, lump, not feminine. My bones always remind me that underneath and despite and regardless, I am exactly what I love, a beautiful, delicate, petite woman. Free her out. 5:12. A thing about autism. There is a Waldorf winter celebration, the spiral celebration. A spiral shape is made on the floor, usually out of dry autumn leaves. One by one, the children go inside the spiral carrying a candle, action which symbolizes the journey within the heart, soul. In the middle of the spiral, there is a lighted candle, the inner light of the traveler. The child lights up the candle that he's carrying and then journeys outwards into the world again. They leave the candle whenever on the path they feel right to do so, take a small jar with sprouted wheat instead, and exit the spiral. The choir is singing Christmas carols, and the atmosphere soon becomes magical and holy. I am the mother of autistic twins. I have attended the event in our Waldorf special school many times. Seeing all these children journeying the spiral, all of them with physical and or psychical disabilities, I have always wondered what they would have been if things had turned out to be different for them. If they had been, yes, I am ashamed to say it, but what if they were normal? The thought, of course, made me sad, from the perspective of all these children missing out on the successes, experiences, and expressions of normal life. But on this particular time, I received a moment of divine grace. My thought expanded, like a strategy computer game when the dark map lights up and you can see further, and I received a gift. The subsequent thought that followed was, there was never a time when they could have been different. They were never meant to be anything else but what they are. I instantly spaced out, and there was a moment of total perfection in me and around me. These children were perfect. There was nothing wrong with them. They were never meant to be anything else than what they are, and they are perfect. The prototype of my own children being normal died that evening. I don't look anymore at children with disability and see a missed potential, but I do my best to see their wholeness. I don't pity them anymore, but I do respect their struggle. Disability is a hard role to play for a soul. The human suffering is valid, despite existing entwined with the divine perfection. Now, going from here, I want to point out something related to this. The media does a very poor job at presenting the multiple faces of autism. They only show the geniuses of the spectrum. Not all autistic people are high functional, not all have miraculous skills. Even if there is a kind idea stating that they are all good at something, let's find out what that is. The truth is that some, many, of them are not able to hold any activity that society might find useful. Some have additional physical disabilities which make the situation even harder. Of those, not much is publicly said. The true purpose of autism and other disabilities is global, and it is not to hold a job. The true purpose of them all, high, medium, low functional, is to activate compassion and empathy in the whole wide world. That's all, and it's huge, because without these two characteristics, we will perish as species. Grow a heart, humanity, or die. Autism and the like teach us exactly that. It's hard. It's not always pretty. It's worth it. That's it for this evening. If you enjoyed it, I'll see you next time. Bye.